بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد الصادق الوعد الأمين. First of all, I would like to thank Brother Abu Abdullah and Brother Kamal and all the sisters and the brothers who are behind organizing this program. This is my second visit to this event, and Alhamdulillah, I'm very thankful to all the support that we get from the communities around us. I'm here to represent the Masjid, the Islamic Center of Temecula Valley. Our history basically is similar to all the histories of the Muslim communities around here. I mean, we started small, we're growing, and we are in the process of building our own masjid. We went through a lot of struggles, of course, with the local communities, and actually we had some people protesting as far as the Hesperia, some people protesting as far as New York. They came and they did not want the city to approve the building permit for our masjid. But with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the help of all the Muslim communities and the interfaith communities, we were able to defeat all the protests against our masjid. Alhamdulillah, we got the permit, we started the construction, but of course, like every other challenge, the challenge that we have right now is the financial. Okay, Alhamdulillah, we are, I would say, probably 60% almost done with the first phase one. Phase one will be like 4,000 square feet. A prayer hall, and the parking lot and everything else will be completed. But in order for us to really to complete our project, according to the last estimate from our engineering, estimated between roughly $350,000. Off of that, we have $130,000. Some of it is available in bonds with the city, and some of it that we have a cash in our account. We're working on a small project as far as fundraising here and there. And inshallah, we need your help and your ideas. I'm not doing a fundraising here, I promise. But I need your help. And like Brother Kamal mentioned, how can we sustain ourselves? How can we go? Inshallah. And actually, I would like for you to host this event in our masjid next year, inshallah. So that's an invitation to all of you. Before that. Okay. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, I beat you to it. Where we are right now is really making the water connections, which is a major step, and making the electrical connections. And after that, we'll start putting the walls. We have some money for that, but we need to continue the progress. Of course, the community, the protest, and all that stuff, they're not leaving us alone. The last thing that they came up with, there's propaganda and lies about us, that the church across the street from us wants to buy our land and wants to buy the project. And there is no truth to that. There is no truth. We're not in any type of discussion with them about that. Alhamdulillah, the community is very adamant about building the masjid, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will permit us to raise the adhan in that masjid, and we will glorify him in that masjid very soon. And I'm just looking for your, yes. Yes, okay. For right now, really to minimize our expenses, we don't have an imam, and we rely on the help of the good brothers, the goodness of our brothers, like Brother Abdul Aziz, Brother Abu Abdullah, mashallah. Thursday night around 11 o'clock, I call him, brother, I don't have an imam. I had a cancellation, and he will help me find an imam. I called Brother Kamal on several occasions to steal his imam. So alhamdulillah, we rely on these people to help us out as far as services, marriage counseling, and all that stuff. My good friend, Brother Abu Abdullah, is very supportive in that area. I refer everybody to him. As far as activities at our masjid, we had a very successful youth program, and that was really successful because it was attached to a young imam that we had a couple of years ago. But due to financial reason, and he was pursuing a different career somewhere else, that program a little bit died out a little bit, but alhamdulillah, we're working on it. My wife is on the board, and she is taking the bull by the horn, and we are working on that one. The last activity we participated, we fed the homeless in San Diego. Actually, we were traveling from one street to another to feed the homeless. And of course, we went with our Islamic dresses so people to recognize us that we are present, we are here. Right? And alhamdulillah, they were very appreciative. However, one comment that we didn't really appreciate it, and one of them said, "We like Osama bin Laden." That's not the publicity we wanted. Okay, but however, yeah. But alhamdulillah, our youth is active. We just need to get our project going. The other dilemma that we have is we're renting a place right now. And the city of Marietta, which is the neighboring city where we are residing right now, is very much we're renting a warehouse. If you saw me earlier, I was taking a picture of this door because I want to copy the model of this door. Because they are insisting that we have to meet all the requirements for the conditional use permit. And one of them is an emergency door and an emergency the emergency light for the fire. Inshallah, I will. Inshallah. So they are insisting on doing that, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap, brothers and sisters. But we are working. We are milking the system to the limit, delaying it one step after another, in hope that we will be going to our building. But it seems to be our project is going to be delayed. So we probably have to come to a point where we just have to comply. It's not that we're escaping away from complying. We don't want to fork the money that we don't really have. And with that, I would like to thank all of you and Jazakumullah khairan for listening. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know. And again, the email thing, we definitely need to act on it. Assalamu alaikum.